Recording, isn't he?
Guys, Tuesday, we're just done sprint planning. What's happening this week?
Do you want to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Yes, it's a super busy week for us this week. It's the end of November. It's always a busy week for us because we've got two DLCs coming out on the same day. So we've got Advent, I can't remember which one, Leo put it on screen, for Colour and Pixels, and Advent for Wooloop. That's coming out this week. We're pretty much there with them, just final bits of QA for them. I know you're going to be doing a lot of Hexseed work this week, aren't you, Lee, for the final DLC that's coming out. But yeah, other than that, a whole bunch of Skystead stuff. So I know you're going to be doing a couple of Skylets.
today, yeah.
And I need to be doing builds, basically, because we need to submit to Switch. So it's going to be a nightmare, because the game's not really done, is it? So
Lois made a whole bunch of plushes too. That'll be
Yeah.
fun if I'm honest.
yeah, and Demetus stuff, probably.
Okay, yeah. So a few small things from me today. I've been doing a few extra things on this boss. You can see like there's a little camera shake here now. I thought it's probably quite a nice idea, especially if you're standing the opposite way around and he does it, and then you can at least see when this wave thing's coming for you. And then, yeah, I've kind of just been trying to fix a few glitches, like sometimes the wave and that wasn't appearing when he landed and other things like that, and yeah, just a few small things really. And I also have it now so the shield can go down when you turn off all the generators, so you can see here if I if I knock all these off, then yeah, basically that'll turn off and then you'll stop jumping, and that's where the second part's going to kick in with the grapple. But I'm having a bit of an issue with this. I didn't realise it on Friday, but it kind of only works if you solve this side. I don't know why. Like, this side just doesn't matter at the minute. I kind of need to figure this out. I don't really know what's going on. But yeah, it really that side doesn't seem to matter, even though I thought I'd set it up correctly. Clearly something's wrong, but yeah.
Do you have just ticked off one of these smaller tasks that's been sort of sitting on the back burner for a while, and that is just making slight adjustments to the web page here for Skystead Ranch. Most of the work was needed on the actual mobile version because that wasn't looked at, admittedly, when it was put together, so there's quite a lot of formatting errors over here, so that's been corrected. I thought whilst I was here as well, I've gone through all the other store web pages as well on mobile, because mobile has been needing some attention for some time now. So yeah, I've made a bunch of changes to the website, and they're ready to be reviewed by Rob or anyone else, and hopefully that's good. This will all be live now as well, so if you want to head over to the website, you can check it out yourself.
Okay, so Fjord is now done, all the animations have been completed. I'm just in the process now of exporting them into Unity. I'm happy with all these animations really. Didn't take too long this one, I think I'm getting a little bit better with the animations. This is the happy animation I've been working on. Just a little jump, a little gallop, a little nod, and the special animation, which I'm really happy with. Looks a bit like Jurassic Park, where the long neck jumps and has a look around. I did implement a lot of weight into that beard too.
Hello, today I painted this Snarl plush. It took a long time because of how many details there were on the original, and I tried to simplify them a little bit, but it was still a lot of work. I'm just waiting for Hyperd to approve the look of it.
Yeah, okay, so today, still just continuing with the boss. It's actually finally beatable now. Yeah, so you can actually play the fight from start to finish and defeat him. There's still some things to kind of tidy up, like you can't actually collect the star, there's no star collector. I don't know, maybe the jumping puzzle and whatnot still need to be added, but basically, yeah, the second kind of phase is done. There's another couple of things that we were kind of talking about. Basically, Lee kind of agreed that it's very repetitive, the boss, so we want to add some different like attacks to it. So yeah, basically at the minute it just jumps, and we wanted, something to stop it being like too repetitive. Basically now you can see the shield's gone down, and he'll try and grapple us and then pull us towards him and damage us. So the idea here is, again, you just kind of get behind these pillars. I'll just show this again quickly. But basically the idea is that you have to get behind these pillars, and then he will pull it towards him and he will take damage. It looks really, really weird at the minute. The pillars could do with an animation or something. And he should definitely be doing some attacks or something here, because there's literally nothing to stop you just going here and just kind of standing behind him. But once you do it 3 times, he'll be destroyed, and the door will open.
Okay, so we're starting work on Peggy this afternoon, our new scout, and the last one for this batch. And I've got quite a few designs down. I've ran them by the guys and they all seem to like it, especially this one up here. But as you can see, I've marked a few sort of areas that they quite liked and wanted to be merged into a sort of one design. So we've got the wing here, we've got the sort of hair coming down by the neck here, we've got the ridge of this nose and the tail. And Kim pointed out that we should make it more like an Eevee tail. So on the next design, you can see that the tail's a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for, wider, more extruded outwards, so it's a bit more like a fox's tail, and overall looks pretty cool. And I've even whipped up a sort of final digital design here, which I'm currently using to model. So the model's getting there, it's nowhere near done obviously, and it's still quite early days, but overall it's coming along pretty well, and I thought the hair would be a lot harder to do, but it came out sort of looking okay. As of now, I'm working on the ears. The ears are worrying me a little bit, as when it's converted into a 3D format, the ears are a lot bigger than the 2D design, but I quite like it. I can easily shrink them down if they're too big, but overall, I'm thinking it's coming out pretty well.
So catching up with the Advent DLC of Colour Pixels, gone through and playtested all the levels. There's very few fixes to make because Jack went through before actually pushing them all along, so a lot of the corrections were fixed before they came my way. And you can see I put them all in size order now, re-imported them all in. The last thing to do is to go through and actually start assigning numbers to them, and that's just so it works like an Advent book. So look back at the previous Advent, the display credit set to a number, and that just assigns it to the number for the actual Advent cards, so it opens on whatever day we put in for the numbers. So I think it's important to pick a good one for the first image and the last image, and then after that just sort of try and pick good ones throughout the month. So I was going to add these numbers, get this pushed, and then make a start on the achievements.
Alright, so I have been quite busy. I have been working on a little bit on Switch, but I've actually been working on a WebGL build. It's something for this export. I'm not actually sure how much we're allowed to talk about it, so I'll stick to basics. Basically spent the past 2 days working on a build for Skystead Ranch that essentially runs in browser, just so it can be used for this like online gaming expo thing. Hopefully we'll be able to talk more about that later on, but it should be quite cool, quite fun. But yeah, have been working on Switch. A bunch of things, just sort of like getting working, mainly like keybinds and things like that, getting these buttons lining up properly. The field guides and stuff all pops up. This pops up, and does it work up and down now? Yeah, it does. Just a whole bunch of stuff. If I actually go back to the main menu's disabled. That's great. I can't do that.
Hello, today I was making Meow Meow plushie. I again used Jack's Meow Meow as a reference. That sounds weird. I took the head off and put it on top of the oval body, and I wanted to give it chubbier cheeks, but I don't know if it works well. Maybe it does. I almost forgot to give it little socks. It's got cute little socks.
So on stream today, we finished up the model for Peggy and we got around to doing a lot of the texturing, and overall I think it's come out pretty well. A lot of the colours seem to work well in 3D, going off our 2D reference here, and the only thing I didn't really get to include in the stream was the sort of lightening effects on the feet. And the only reason I didn't do that is because I thought it would be quite a hassle to paint in manually in Substance Painter, so I think the plan now is that I'm going to make some stamps in Illustrator and sort of stamp them onto the legs to sort of get that nice faded effect. But yeah, I'm still a bit unsure on this sort of beard-esque design here. I'm not entirely sure how I feel. I might try change it blue. That might help the design, but overall I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. But yeah, I think we're going to do some final bits and bobs on this, but I think I'll call it a day for Peggy.
Hello, I'm using Jack's models for this kitchen recipe book. There'll be an open and a closed version, and I'm going with the colours of the other kitchen stuff. I'm colouring the paper browny, yellowy, dark for a old look. I hand painted some drawings on the pages showing how to make a boiled fish omelette type of thing. Today I'm working on this growl plushie. I modelled it earlier and I painted it, but then after painting it I realised the hair might be too much. He's got too much hair, so I'll probably redo the hair just to make it look more like a simpler, like a simple plushie. I think it's too detailed for what it is.
A few things for me today. I'm not sure if this is the last day I'm gonna get to work on the game before show and tell, so I was trying to get as many things as I could done. A lot of it is like kind of half finished because I will admit I was trying to get stuff finished as fast as possible, but I got the majority of it done. So the boss here, you can see I don't have the grapple anymore, so the boss will drop it now when you defeat it. But one thing I want to show quickly is that we have weapon bobbing now in multiple directions. That was one thing that was on the list for this week and I finished it off. So yeah, now whatever direction you're going in, basically it'll go in that direction. So you got forward and back, right, left, and then the diagonals as well. If you defeat the boss now, you can get the star and you can you will drop the grapple and then you can get it there. You can see here I've kind of haven't had this for a while because we've only really had straight lines, but I finally implemented a way so you can hit it in all four directions, which is nice. It's become a lot more annoying because basically there's kind of invisible walls like on the edges to stop me being able to just hit it out of bounds and things like that, but now that you can do it in four directions, it's become a lot more annoying to place them around. But yeah, it's all working now with all the different levels. But yeah, you can see here when I defeat this boss quickly, I still need to implement all the things Lee wanted, like the spawning the enemies and things like that, but yeah, you can see here it drops the grapple and then you can pick it up and it pretty much functions exactly as it did. But yeah, if we go through here, then you can see the stars in here now, and yeah, you can complete the level just like any other level now.
There we go. We're all happy now.
Jack!
Hello! It's Christmas. Oh yeah, Advent will be up by the time of this video. It'll still be running through all the days. I don't know what day it'll be on, but I hope you're enjoying it for Lulu and Cutting Pixels. I think next week as well is the release of the Hexy DLC, which Lee is currently working very hard on. And please specialist Skystead.